Hello guys, peace and love. We're here with a special guest, my girlfriend. Yay! Mwah. We're gonna be discussing about how to avoid crazy women. A lot of guys out there have questions, and I figured I'd have a female answer some of those questions. So I guess the first thing is how to avoid women with codependency issues or bipolar, or they love you one second and they hate you another, and then they want you to come over and then they're yelling at you, and then it's like this big cycle of it's your fault and then it's not your fault, I forgive you, but then a day later it's your fault. So what are the top three, I'd say, warning signs or things to look at when people have these mood swings or psychotic episodes that are unstable or not, on a even level, I guess you would say?
Great question. So by the way, my name is Olivia. Hi to all my new friends. So great question, babe. Some warning signs we might look out for include putting your significant other on a pedestal. Now, it's always good to cherish and value what you have, but if your partner seems to be putting you on a pedestal and it's just like a little bit too much, like I'm great, but I'm not that great, we might consider that a red flag, because just as easily as you were put on that pedestal, you can be knocked off and be treated like scum of the earth. So we want to watch out for that.
Absolutely. That's a very good response there. Yes. Because I feel like people that are being put on pedestals, once they get knocked off, it's almost like the emperor's new robe or whatever. You take that robe off and it's some tiny little man.
Yeah, so we want to look out for that. Another red flag or warning sign when you're in a relationship would be seeing that your significant other has an intense
antibodies.
An intense fear of abandonment. Now, what that might be indicative of is obviously some kind of emotional, physical, sexual trauma, which, a lot of people experience, and that's not itself a bad thing, but that it hasn't been dealt with in a healthy, constructive way. So what I've seen a lot in my career working in mental health is something called borderline personality. And, it's a very complex and difficult to treat personality disorder, but one of the kind of paradigmatic symptoms that you see is an intense fear of abandonment. So someone might really, really have a difficult time if they feel like you're shutting them out, or something as simple as not inviting them to something or not including them in something. That can be earth-shattering for someone who's undergone a lot of trauma and perhaps has this personality disorder. So I would look out for that. The best thing you can do if you do find yourself in that situation is just always, be empathetic to that person. Listen and give them your time and your attention. And I think that goes for anybody, but especially these people.
Absolutely. And right there, that will help you avoid a lot of physical anguish, mental anguish, and some issues. And I will say this about playing the victim. What was your response to a person that is always, there's something wrong at the job, there's something wrong here, I need to go to the hospital for having a panic. I guess I see almost people or certain individual of women try to trap a guy. I'm always hurt. I need help. I need this. I need that. Do you think that is not gaslighting, but almost like emotional blackmail, to where they're trying to blackmail you emotionally?
Mm-hmm. It's a good question. I mean, those are definitely red flags too, and things that I personally would want to avoid in a partner. Luckily, you don't do that.
I don't.
Definitely not. But so if you had a friend or if you saw this happening to yourself, those are pretty scary signs, and I would definitely take a step back. A lot of times we always have those negative Nancy's in our life, and everything else is the problem but them, but these problems seem to follow them wherever they go. So eventually someone has to say, okay, am I contributing to these issues? And if they haven't gotten to a place where they're ready to tackle that and can't deal with those issues, then they're probably not somebody you'd want to spend a lot of time with, because it's going to take a lot of your emotional energy, physical energy, mental energy, and you'd probably be better off moving on, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and I think like accountability just plays a big role in it, because if both parties, not even the whoever could be in the parties, if they're not willing to say, hey, look, I messed up here. Not only did somebody do something bad to me, but I also did something bad and I messed up. Two people messed up. If it's always one way, then you're gonna be the one trying to fix it. You're gonna be the one trying to always be the problem solver, and it's always gonna be you, and this person's life's not getting better. So that is something for sure to look at. And I just felt like expert from a woman's point of view, because I don't have the mindset, to answer those questions, but I ask those questions, and I just see a lot of people accepting that behavior. They think it's normal, almost normalizing it, and it could be from guys or the woman's perspective. But I had a question from a fan. A lot of my fans asked me this, and it's predominantly males are asking me this from I feel like males, it takes them a longer time to get simple concepts, when things are wrapped up in a bow and look pretty, where you got us, but to get, when you're inside of that box that's wrapped up pretty, you're looking around, it could be empty, there's nothing in it, you're screwed, so these are some of the things that they could do to keep you screwed. Anything that you might add? Well, I guess if you were to dive a little bit more deeper into the pedestal thing and put people on the pedestal, when is it a cutoff limit where you should invest in yourself a little bit more and not put them on the pedestal? Should there be a time where you try to put yourself first, or is it always good to have the mindset of, you know what, I'm not having a good day today, but I'm gonna try to make sure they're doing okay today?
That's a really good question. So I think, when a relationship is new, things are fun and exciting, and hopefully that stays for a long time. But with a new relationship, that's what we typically see. So it is, somewhat normal to kind of elevate your new partner and really think the world of them and that kind of stuff. But if it just starts to feel a little bit too much, like I said, like I'm great, I'm not that great, thank you, but I'm not perfect. But the other person really can't see that, and to them, you are perfect, you are divine, you are a specimen, like you would say. You might be a little bit suspicious, and so there's not like a hard and fast rule, but I would say that definitely listen to your instincts. They're there for a reason, and they do get us out of trouble, and when we don't listen to them, we tend to find ourselves in trouble. So definitely pay attention to that. But yeah, it's not really a one size fits all. Relationships are all different. But just listen to your instincts, and if somebody's really not seeing that you're human and that you are not perfect, ask yourself, am I gonna stay with them just so that my ego gets big? Do I really like this person? Are they in a healthy place right now? You just need to be checking in with yourself and them to have a healthy relationship. So I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, and I think that to put a bow on this beautiful short clip that we're doing here, I think that the insight that you've given is very insightful, and I think it validates what a lot of men probably think in their head, but just we only hear it from guys. So it's nice to hear it from a different perspective. Some people are too scared to even talk to their significant other about it. That's why they YouTube things, right when you type in the search, is it okay if on YouTube, and a bunch of stuff, because people are YouTubing certain things. So I hope that answers those questions for those individuals that know who they are. And we will be doing more videos, maybe follow up, have another person up there, and we'll do like a live thing, whatever. We'll figure something out, but we're getting a lot more questions, and I will be having my girlfriend give her expertise on some more things. You'll be seeing her a little bit more. But that wraps up this little episode, and yeah, if I had to take or say one last thing, it'd be endurance. It'd be to push through, hang on, and don't make any rash or brash decisions just yet. Weigh out your options and analyze, is this person for you? Are you feeling drained? Do you feel accountable for their bad actions, or do you feel accountable just for your own actions? Are they helping you in your life, or are they bringing you down to their shitty life? So, all right, guys, see you later.